I thought it was from Puerto Rico. But you don't know what the P challenge is, Kels? Yo.
Oh.
Don't even start.
So the P challenge. Now, first of all, when you're grown folks, we can talk about this. Now, if if your teenage daughter is doing it, you might want to pull her aside and be like, yo, hold on, wait a minute. But it's the vagina and the penis challenge.
Oh, okay, no, I did that too, but I didn't post it.
You didn't post it yet? I just posted it. You got to go to the page and see it. I thought it was pretty funny. And
did you see the one with the little boy getting his bucket out of his mama? Boy, I tell you.
So if you
I saw that.
If you want to see, I saw the one with Sanaa Latham, and she took off her hair with the ball wig.
She killed it. Her and Erica, they snapped.
Oh my God! But see, that's the fun because we understand the perspective. It's fun.
Yeah.
But we do have to be careful because there are teenagers that are doing it. So what happens when they do it?
And some people are taking it too serious too.
Yeah, they are.
It's just for fun.
Like I say, with our platform, we have fun, we entertain, but it's also good that, we pass on information that helps us, that informs us, because you don't have a lot of places to get this information.
Right.
So during the, I don't even know how to really, just describe this, but Kenyatta, man, the young girl who died in the freezer in Rosemont.
Oh yeah, Kenneka.
Kenneka Jenkins, yes, Kenneka Jenkins. I'm just thinking about it, man, I'm just, it bothers me again because it could have been any one of our families. But in the studio with us, we had him on the show before. He has been instrumental in the day-to-day actions with the family, informing people, motivating people, keeping people inspired to continue to stand out there at that hotel, to find justice, to find the right information. Let them know.
What up, Chicago? It's Jedidah Brown, Chicago and everywhere else.
Let's give Jedidah a round of applause. And I know you don't do it for any type of superficial accolades. I mean, there's something inside of you that says, man, I care. So real quickly, where is Kenneka's case now? What's that? I know we just had a funeral Saturday, right?
Yeah, Saturday. The funeral was Saturday, and it was absolutely beautiful. Yeah, thousands of Chicago showed up. Definitely strong. And so what the case is right now, as I'm pretty sure you guys saw some of the controversy, some of the fallout, and a lot of the rumors. I made a commitment to the mom. Me and the mom Cole was also in the studio. I made a commitment to mom that I was going to be fighting out there on the ground until she told us to stop. And she told us to stop. But I also made a promise to Kenneka before I even seen her on Saturday. I looked up to the sky and I said, there's nothing I would not give to get the answers for justice. So we may not be protesting and marching, but I'm still convinced she's walking in freedom, bro. And we got to fight a different way.
I had to actually stop watching the video detectives, social media detectives, man, because, brother, I was being absorbed by everything they were putting out there, and I could not tell what was fact and what was fiction. So do you have a little bit more information that can sort of anchor what people think? Because I've seen everything from a ghost, and everybody seeing shadows, and it's just, and they care, but it's really hard to decipher what's accurate information and what's sort of speculation.
So no disrespect to how people feel. I'm glad people stayed uncomfortable because it kept them paying attention. And so, it was a lot of speculation, a lot of stuff was said. But one of the things in our community that we don't have, and that's the community getting involved when black people die or get killed.
I agree with you, absolutely.
We look the other way and it becomes something swept under the rug. So I appreciate everybody that was on Facebook dissecting because it gave you more directions to look in. That's the way you get to the truth. And we have, I believe, I'm not going to say any of the particulars, there's a whole lot of stuff. See, people think you're just marching and protesting. They have no clue about what you're actually doing to get the answers. And we have, those of us that were out there, we have a an understanding, and we're just trying to prove it. And now we're doing it a little bit more silent because we can't be out there. But I'm gonna say it again. No, nothing in me believes that Kenneka Jenkins walked in that freezer, but she was put there.
Gotcha. Jedidah, let me ask you this, man. And you made a very poignant point. This weekend, a lot of guns fired, a lot of gunshots. Why do you think people sort of took to Kenneka's crime, but, you know, they really don't say anything else about the other crimes? What makes Kenneka's different besides being the crime that it is, in your opinion?
Because we still learning how to handle it. And what I mean by that is, you saw something with Kenneka Jenkins' case that we've never seen, and that was people actually be unified to figure it out. Right. And it started in Chicago and it spread out all across the country and inevitably the world. What happens when there is black death? So one of us dies. They give us a narrative. We just believe it, no matter how much we know the system is pitted against us, no matter how much we know that there are not intentions to solve our death in Chicago. How do you have a city with less than 50% clearance rate in solving murder, and everybody just cool with detectives still getting paid a full pension? It don't make sense to me. But with Kenneka Jenkins, that people didn't just see the tragedy, but they also saw the grind. They saw that people were actually fighting for the answers, and people stopped looking on their phones, stopped listening to the news, and they got involved.
And what I'm saying, Jedidah, is like as soon as the case broke, this young lady was in the freezer, everybody like this, it just all of a sudden everybody was on it.
Everybody felt it. We all, for the first time, we all felt this. You know what? We don't have the same feelings no more in our community. Everybody felt the same way at the same time, and they knew that could have been any one of us. We was on the same page. And so what happens with our children, just like today, I saw a young man laid on the ground for 4 hours on 75th and Colfax, dead. And to see the differences of opinions of the public, black people in that neighborhood, and majority of them didn't even know him, was disgusting. So if the detectives don't do anything to solve that murder, we gonna keep on going about our business and wait for the next tragedy.
So how
we gotta change that?
That's it. How do we change it? How do we take the energy that we have with Kenneka to everything that's happening in the inner city of Chicago? And from your opinion, how do we do that?
We gotta get back. I mean, it sounds cliche, but man, we gotta get back together.
I agree.
We look for every reason to tear each other down. You know, it's been stuff said about this case, said about Kenneka, said about the mama, said about us, from people who ain't lifted a finger to change nobody's world. And we gotta stop that. If it's not making us uncomfortable, if it's not entertaining us, we don't want no parts in it, but it's us that's dying. Yes, and so, I didn't come here to beat nobody up. I came here, I just want to speak the truth.
No, I understand.
Kenneka brought us together. No doubt people paid attention. People all across the world are now paying attention to us because of the Kenneka case, but people also paid attention to the Kenneka case because of the work we put in. And that needs to become the new standard of how we handle our children's death.
Well, brother, let's give him a round of applause because first of all, too many young brothers your age who are on this path. And from what you're doing, it's inspired me to want to do more. Because so fast we grow up and we forget why we're here sometimes and how we can help. You know, so this is sort of our platform to help and inform. Now, I do want to touch on this, man, because the brother that you are, you absorb a lot of emotions. You're from one particular issue to the next particular issue, man. And I don't think people understand how difficult that is. You popped on my radar, brother. And I knew that it had to be something serious because I believe you were sort of looking for support, if I'm wrong. You know, tell me. The incident on Lakeshore Drive, social media. You wanted to take your life. What was going on?
I wanted to commit suicide, and I did it. It was in a public way. That was my suicide note, but basically let Chicago and everybody I've been fighting for, I can't cuss on here, but y'all ain't nothing. In this moment, that's how I felt. And there was so much pain because people don't really recognize what you lose fighting for us, especially when we make you do it by yourself. Right. And there is no way you're gonna challenge the system and your job not go threatened, or your home not go threatened, or your finances, or your family. You jeopardize a lot. You know, I feel powerful in this room just because it's a bunch of black folks sitting around the table. But when they see it's only a few of us going hard for our people, you're targeted day in and day out, and stuff that you can never say because people wouldn't believe half of the stuff you go through if you told them. And they all, what the? So, you know, they go out on the stage, they say it's for attention, it's for fame. What is that? When somebody show up, we demonize them, and then when nobody shows up, we demonize everybody. We can't make up our mind. And so I was on Lakeshore Drive ready to give my life because not only did I lose my job, I was losing relationships with my family. I had actually lost a family member that meant the world to me. And he was 14 years old, and y'all probably heard some of the stuff surrounding that too, but that kid meant the world to me. And I was told that day that it wasn't an accident, but that his death might have been intentional. And I was running to go try to deal with Paul O'Neill's shoot. And my world came crashing down, man, and I thought the city didn't care about me. God forsook me. The churches was fake. I kept losing, trying to, do my part to help. And I just wanted to end my agony. And if it wasn't a mistake how he died, I just wanted to go wherever he was at. And so, but I'm grateful because it don't matter how you go down. What matters is how you get back up. Absolutely. And I feel like a broken knuckle. Basically, when a broken knuckle heals, it's tougher than when it was broken. And I'll never get back to that place again. And I'm convinced our people love each other way more than we know. We're just trying to figure out how to show.
There's a lot of love. You can feel the love when we do this show every Sunday, man. And know this, you have a door right here every Sunday, whatever's going on, man. I don't know how you find your solace, but I do appreciate what you're doing. And it takes one of us, to make change. It doesn't have to be an army. We just take one step at a time. So, bless you, man. And tell people where they connect with you and what do you have coming up next, or what do you want people looking for?
Prime example, a baby found dead in the couch 5 months ago, Semaj Crosby.
Oh, my God.
How the
We
hell?
talked about that.
I mean, how the heck this is society? Forget about it. So we're going out there on Wednesday because we might about to make the world aware of Semaj situation, and we're getting ready to demand justice with that. But we're trying to figure out how to move it further because now, after we dealt with the Kenneka Jenkins case and people saw the grind, we got people all over the world saying, all right, man, we're going to fight with y'all.
They're paying attention, they're looking because they show you care. Now with Semaj, from my understanding, the family is responsible for her death. Am I right or wrong?
The primary suspects are grandma, auntie, and mama. This is gonna be a tough one.
But how do you fight for Semaj against your own people? I guess that doesn't really make a difference. It's justice, period.
It's justice for the baby.
For the baby.
It's for the baby. I'm gonna just say this: I love my people. I love my community. But when it comes to you taking the innocent life of one of us, we not family. You're a suspect. And so my thing is this: and this is one of our primary focus, if there was nothing done wrong by family members in the house,